nothing like living a simple life. Something out those aches and pains from working on the farm.
Hey guys, it's Eric, owner of Farpoint Farms here in Connecticut, East Granbury, Connecticut, the Newgate Prison and Copper Mine. This place was really cool. Just randomly came across this during my travels over the summer and had to check it out. I'd heard some pretty cool stuff about it. It is old, pre-Revolutionary War old, and it is the first prison in the United States. And it's gorgeous. I mean, it is scary and gorgeous all at the same time. You can see inside of the walls, what's left of the original walls. And that right there is the entrance to the actual mine. But look at this beautiful, beautifully landscaped, just gorgeous location. Those walls have been standing since before we fought for our freedoms so many years ago. And it's incredible just to be standing in such an area with such history. And a little eerie, too, I'll say, especially when we get down into the prison area. As you can see, some of this is video, some of this is just still shots that I took. Look at the views from there. A high point, obviously. And so this history of this place is pretty crazy. I'll try to do it some justice, but honestly, you probably want to talk to somebody who knows a little bit more about it than me. The prison was originally designed as a copper mine. But due to British rule, any ore that was pulled out of the copper mine had to be shipped back to England for smelting, which made it totally not worthwhile. So they converted this into a prison, and here we are down in here. Again, it didn't get great video, so some of it's just still shots. But it's a copper mine, and they would just lower people down into this thing, no lights, and leave them. And that was it. That area right there, some people perished in. There's a lot of stories that were told while I was down here that were interesting. The original entrance when they opened as a tourist site here, now they have a better staircase. But just a wet, damp, cool place. That pile of rocks there, there's the remains of several prisoners who tried to dig their way out underneath that. And it's just incredible, incredible. And when it's lit, it's eerie. So you can imagine living down there, being down there without any power, without anything. I mean, these guys were just kind of left to their own little world, I guess you'd call it. Really a cool place to visit. And of course, probably not the greatest part of U.S. history, but something worth seeing. Back up on the top, you can see the remains of the original above ground prison. First, it was the barracks for the guards. And then when the prison itself was deemed to be, not really safe for humans, they moved them up and had them in a prison cells up here. And I mean, just walking around the place, and it wasn't a very busy place, I'll give them that. You can see bricks and rock and even some timber that dates back to, a very important part, a very important time of American history or pre-American history. But it's just gorgeous to look around and the whole area that I was in, Granby and New Haven and New Britain and all the places that I went to in Connecticut were really interesting because they have such historical value. Connecticut is kind of overrun. It's a busy place, no doubt, but it does have a lot of historical places that you can visit there if you get a little bit outside the beaten path, this just being one of them. A lot of the places that I visited I didn't film, but this one here, I don't know, it just struck a chord with me, so I decided to snap some video and take some photos. And again, it was a gorgeous summer day. So, no humidity in the air up there. It was just wonderful. And it looks like there were some pictures hanging on the wall that were like scary stuff. So I imagine for Halloween, they probably, maybe have some fright fest or something like that. But here's part of the original walls, part of the original jail. And there's even a place, there's a guy who escaped a few times, but was always recaptured. And he carved his initials into a rock here. I think I got a picture of it somewhere. It's just really neat. Just a cool place to go. And if you have family and you're in the area, the historical value alone is worth visiting. But look at the views. You could have a picnic and just enjoy the area. And very reasonably priced. In fact, because I'm a veteran, they didn't charge me to get in. Here's an original wall, or original door, actually sliding door or hinge door from the place. And the insides of the original prison portion. And you can see, it looks like some of it's rebuilt, but this has all been rebuilt many, many years ago. So that brick is probably from the mid 1800s, and the larger block there is all original from the mid 1700s, or you know. But it's just crazy to see it, and to think of how much the world has changed since those days. I guess I'll leave it at that, my friends. I'm Eric. Take care.